Before I knew it, a tall, shadowy figure had half emerged from the wall behind me. She had me in her grasp. There wasn't much more to her than an instinctive, flickering silhouette, but I could clearly see she had a broken neck. Was this a different apparition? Her scraggly, root-like fingers were squeezing my arm with tremendous force, pushing aside muscle and tissue and pressing right on the bone. Ow. No, who? What are you? Where are you going, my dear? I'll just be a little longer. So won't you please wait for me? That hurts! That really hurts! Oh, God. I was shaking hysterically and tears were streaming down my face. I was absolutely convinced that I was going to die here. Let me go! Oh my goodness. I could offer no resistance. She was too strong. All I could do was plead with her. Stop! Stop, please! You're really hurting me! I felt like my arm would snap in two at any moment. Let's be together forever. She wasn't just grabbing, but twisting as well. Oh no. The pain was unbelievable. Unlike anything I'd ever experienced before. I couldn't think about anything else. Stopping it had become my first and only priority. Did I do bad? I struggled violently against the spirit's grip, ultimately breaking free by throwing my body off the wall towards the unseen earth below. Oh! In the face of death, everything really does seem to slow down. I'd read somewhere that this is because the brain is sending out all kinds of distress signals or something. Slow motion or not, though, I was fully aware of my surroundings. I was cascading through the air just outside my school building. Prey upon the pencil. No! Praying is not going to help us! Reach. I was pretty sure this fall will kill me. With a controlled jump, I might have been able to survive. But I was tumbling like a rag doll. I was a goner. I couldn't even remember what you were supposed to do in a situation like this. Try to flip over? Brace for impact? In one last-ditch attempt at survival, I stretched out both my arms. Maybe somebody would be waiting there to grab them. Maybe somebody would save me. And somebody actually did! What? I honestly wasn't expecting that. I really thought there was no hope. But then at the last second, I was yanked to safety. Tsukasa? What are you doing here? Are you okay? Hang on, don't let go. Where'd you come from? Where'd you come from? I held onto his arms with all my might, and against seemingly impossible odds, I was pulled in. My life was saved. This was like a scene out of some anime. It shouldn't have happened. It was too convenient, but I wasn't about to complain. That was close. Why? Tsukasa! No time to explain, we have to run. Wait, he knows that the spirits are here? What? Tsukasa was still holding on to me tightly after coming to my rescue. He took off down the hall, back into the heart of the school, with me in tow. He can see it too. Damn it! What the hell was that thing? Please tell me I'm just dreaming. I'm gonna take a sip of water now. He practically spit these words as he continued running. Why is Tsukasa here? I tried to match his gait. And once we were a bit more in sync, I looked up at his face. He was fast. After we reached the end of the hall, he suddenly veered into the last classroom before the stairwell, pulling me in with him. What is he doing here? I wish to know. Okay, there we go. I'm fine. I can walk by myself, really. Oh, sorry, my bad. Sukasa. I moved away from Sukasa and almost immediately spilled onto the ground like a house of cards. Whoa, you sure don't seem okay to me. Maybe not, but I just need a few... Hey, don't push yourself. Sukasa grabbed my arm to help me up. Unfortunately, it was the arm Yoshi had been twisting. Oh, sorry. Is it your arm that's hurting you, then? Yeah, I don't know how bad it is, but it really stings, like it's on fire. I draped my other hand over the sore spot, where I assumed there was probably one hell of a bruise. I started rubbing it gently, but it didn't help at all. That's not good. We should get you to the nurse's office right away. Then and take care of it. Nobody's here, so what's the point of going to the nurse's office? I think the best bet would be to get out of the freaking school! But then we'll be... exposing ourselves to that ghost again, right? Yeah. Just thinking about going back out there and facing Yoshi made me shudder. I couldn't believe he was even entertaining the thought. Don't worry, even if she does come to get us, I'll keep you safe no matter what, okay? Tsukasa. Tsukasa's gentle reassurance actually made me forget the pain in my arm for a moment. I had to stop myself from blushing, or try to, at any rate. We need to treat your injuries as quickly as possible, or they could get worse. The nurse may not be in, but I can at least supply first aid. Okay. Alright, then let's go. Tsukasa offered me his hand. I graciously took it, squeezing it tightly as he led me back out into the hallway. Tsukasa's hand, it's so warm. Despite the fact that nothing had really changed, I was still in just as much danger as I had been. The paralyzing feel I'd been feeling was gone. If it were just me, I would never have been able to do this. I would have frozen up, but with Tsukasa leading the way, I felt like I could do anything. Shishido, are you okay to run? Sure. With my blessing, Tsukasa upped his pace significantly. Please, don't let her show up. I prayed silently for smooth sailing as I followed Tsukasa's lead. As long as he's with me, I think I'll be okay. I gently squeezed his hand again, as if to reassure myself that he was still with me. I was starting to think maybe Yoshi was gone. Maybe we thwarted her. But of course, just as I was thinking that, she made her presence known again. Ah!
なんだってんだ。出てこい。
Antagonizing a ghost is not a good idea. What the hell was that? Show yourself! An unearthly voice reverberated through the dark corridor. I immediately threw myself into Tsukasa's back.
もっと連れてこい。
Bring me more. Ah! I don't like you. Over Tsukasa's shoulder, I saw the same shadowy-like spirit from before. It must have been waiting here to ambush us.
大丈夫。落ち着け。
It's alright, stay calm. But the ghost is moaning and wavering before us. We'd never be able to get past it.
私のために何でもしてくれる。
You'll do anything for me?
おい、シシド。
Hey, Shishido. What?
俺があいつを引きつけるから、その隙に走って逃げろ。
What? No! No, 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 no! No! I'm going to draw that thing's attention while it's distracted. I want you to run.
やだよ、一緒に逃げて。
What? No way! We'll run together!
俺には秘密兵器があるのさ。
I've got a secret weapon.
え？
You what?
俺のばあさんからもらった形見のお守り。さっきあいつにこれを向けたら少し割り上がった。
It's a keepsake charm my grandmother gave me. When I pointed it at that thing earlier, it definitely had an effect.
形見のお守り？
A charm? Yeah.
でも、司くんやっぱり危険。
But Tsukasa, you'll still be putting yourself right in harm's way.
俺？まあ、なんとかなるだろう。
Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll work out some way or another.
そんな。
That's not...
待ちなさい。
Stay where you are. We really didn't have time to be arguing. It was closing in fast. And as it did, I noticed the spirit's figure had become more defined. She was a tall young woman with her head turned sideways at a 90-degree angle. The tail of Yoshi suggests he fell down a flight of stairs, so a broken neck would certainly fit. Broken neck!
早く走れ!
Go! Run! He gave my back a shove to get me started, and with no time to eject, I unconsciously obliged. Tsukasa ran too, darting ahead of me for a few short moments.
おい、化け物! こっちだ!
Hey, ghost lady, over here!
待ちなさい。司くん！
Tsukasa ran as close as he possibly could get to get Yoshi's attention, then turned tail and began sprinting off in the opposite direction.
こっちだぞ! 化け物!
Come get me, you monster! Amazingly, it worked. The spirit began chasing Tsukasa, leaving me completely unobstructed.
どうしよう。私このまま一人逃げてもいいの？
This doesn't feel right. Should I really escape without him? I was torn. On the other hand, I knew this was my best chance, but I couldn't help worrying about what would happen to Tsukasa if his charm failed. I stopped for a moment and glanced over my shoulder. He was still running and the shadowy figure was still in hot pursuit.
司くん、お守り出して！危ないよ！
Tsukasa, she's way too close. You need to take your charm out!
いいから行けって！お前が逃げ切ったのを確認したら俺も逃げるからさ。
It's fine. I told you to keep going. Once you're out of harm's way, I'll be right behind you. I promise. I still can't believe I fell for it, but this was right about when I realized the truth. Tsukasa had no protective charm. He just made that up so I wouldn't object too strongly to him serving as a decoy while I got away.
やっぱりダメ。
No, I can't let him go through with this. I stopped in my tracks and shouted at the top of my lungs.
待ちなさい。ヨシエ先生。
Why? Why? Why, Yui? Why? Yoshi, hold it right there. I wasn't sure exactly what I was getting myself into, but I had to do something, and calling the spirit's name definitely seemed to have an effect.
あなたの名前知ってるわよ。
That's right, I know your name.
おい、シスター
Shishido, what are you doing? All at once, the black figure was facing me, though I never saw her turn around. She was flying towards me now, ignoring Tsukasa.
怖くない怖くない怖くない怖くない怖くない怖くない怖くない怖くない怖くない怖くない怖くない怖くない怖くない。
I'm not scared, I'm not scared, I'm not scared, I'm not scared, I'm not scared. I repeated this like a sutra and stuck one hand into my pocket, grasping tightly onto the one and only item I stashed there.
お前は私を知っている。
So you know who I am then.
私には本当にお守りがある。
Unlike him, I have a real protective charm. Tsukasa's care, his effort, his beliefs, they were all packed into this pencil, and when you get right down to it, that's what a charm is, right? I squeezed the nubby little thing in my pocket, mentally preparing myself for the confrontation ahead. The confrontation I impulsively initiated.
シスター逃げろ
Shishido, you have to run!
逃げない。私は逃げないわ。
I won't. I absolutely will not.
神様、どうかお願い。
God, please protect me. I closed my eyes. Lifted my hand from my pocket, and brandished Tsukasa's pencil immediately. The gauntlet had been thrown. I was putting a lot of faith into this, and I really, really hope I hadn't made a mistake in doing so.
私はシシドユイ。この学校で先生を目指しているわ。
My name is Yui Shishido, and my goal is to become a teacher here at this school. I opened my eyes to find that the shadowy figure opened your eye. Had stopped dead in her tracks. Did it work? Was Tsukasa's pencil keeping this vengeful spirit at bay? Soul at bay?
私の代わりはいらない。
I guess not.
死ね。
I don't need a replacement. Just die! Suddenly, I was whisked off my feet and slammed against the ceiling. Ow.
シスター
I could see him down below. He was staring up at me and desperately leaping. He was trying to catch me, I suppose, even though he knew he'd never reach. I called out to him over and over again in my mind. If he could get away, if he could survive this ordeal, then it would all have been worth it. Yoshi was drawing near, and I was helplessly pinned to the ceiling. I had no chance at all. There was no doubt in my mind that my life was over. I clung to the relief I felt at Tsukasa's safety. It was the only thing keeping me from losing my head entirely. Then, all at once, the situation took a completely 180. It was a miracle. It's like a miracle.
篠崎よし
Say,
そこまでにせい
Yoshi Shinozaki, stop right there. Before I had any idea what was happening, I found myself bathed in a gentle light. The woman from this morning?
守ってやれですわなせめてこれ以上
I'm
邪術が拡大せぬこと
I'm sorry I was unable to protect you, but now at least the evil will spread no farther. It was the old woman who had collapsed in front of my house. She was standing down below me, enveloped in a warm glow. The black shadow lunged towards her. Then there was a horrific noise and the old woman was gone.
シシド
And just like that, I fell to the ground. Whatever Yoshi had done to me, the old woman must have nullified it. That must have been why she came to me this morning, and why she had come again now. I felt like I was going to faint. Tsukasa ran to my side and gently scooped me off the ground into his arms. Yoshi's spirit was gone. She'd vanished along with the light. Around us now, the only sound was the pitter-patter of raindrops on the school roof.
おいシシドシシド
司くん
I suffered quite a bump on the head from my fall and was decidedly disorientated, but I still had enough sense to put my arms around Sakasa's neck.
バカ逃げろって言ったのに
You idiot! Didn't I tell you to run away?
ごめんでも
So, I'm sorry, it's just... I wanted to protect you. I couldn't bear the thought of losing you, is what I wanted to say. But instead, I just passed out in his arms. It happens. I felt as though I was waking from a long, horrible dream.
おい大丈夫か
Hey, you okay?
おいシシド
ここどこ
So, where are we?
本当に大丈夫か見ればわかるだろ
Man,
学校の保健室だって
man, how hard a fall was that? We were in the nurse's office, can't you tell?
保健室
The nurse's office? Is it still, like, nighttime? I'm guessing. It occurred to me to look at my surroundings. Probably something I should have done before asking about them. But in my defense, I was out cold. Beige walls, pink curtains, white beds with solid blue covers. This is indeed the school's infirmary, no doubt. No doubt about it.
どうして
Why are you...
どうしてもこうしてもお前があんなところで倒れてたからここに連れてきてやったんじゃん
What? The better question is why you're here. I found you passed out on the ground out there, so I carried you in.
あんなところ
Out where exactly?
おいおいまだ具合悪いんじゃないのか肛門だよ肛門
What? Did you get a concussion or something? It was right by the school gate.
校門に私そこに倒れてったの
The school gate? That's where you found me?
そうだけど
Uh-huh. Ring any bells?
私確かに学校の中でヨシエさんから逃げてそうだ腕を怪我して
But I was trapped inside the school and running from Yoshi, wasn't I? Oh, that's right, my arm, it's probably broken.
腕なんともない
Wait, my arm's okay?
はあ腕
Huh? Your arm?
夢だったのそんなはずないだって本当に痛くて死んじゃいそうだったのに
Was it a dream? No, it couldn't have been. I mean, it really hurt. I really thought I was going to die.
ああまあなんか様子が変だけどとにかく無事でほっとしたよ
Well, you're still a little out of sorts, but I'm glad you're safe at any rate.
こういうのって虫の知らせって言うんだな
I guess you could say I had a gut feeling, maybe.
なんとなく気になってお前ん家に行ったらお前のお母さんに学校に行ったって聞いてなそしたらあんなところに倒れてるんだもんな
I just got concerned and stopped by your house, and your mom told me you'd gone back to school, so I came by to find you, and, well, I found you.
司くん、
So, Tsukasa,
まあとりあえず詳しい話は後で聞くからさ。ちょっと待ってな。
yes, there'll be time for thanks and such later on. Right now, there's something I've got to do, so hang on a sec.
あ、
Okay.
司くん、行っちゃった。よしえさんのこと聞こうと思ったのに。
Where are you going, Tsukasa? I wanted to ask you about Yoshi.
あら、シシドさん、目が覚めたのね。
What? Ah, Shishido, glad to see you're awake.
先生、
驚いたわよ。三國くんが血相変えて私を呼びに来るんだもの。私が当直でよかったわね。
You gave us both quite a scare. Mikuni was pale as a ghost when he came to get me. Lucky for you, I was working late tonight.
ご迷惑をおかけしてすみません。
I'm so sorry to have troubled you.
それはいいのよ。でも、あなたずいぶんうなされていたから、悪い夢でも見てたんじゃない？
It's fine, of course. But you know, you were really moaning in your sleep. Were you having nightmares?
悪い夢。
Nightmares?
そうよ。三國くんもすごく心配してたわよ。
It seemed like you were. Mikuni was worried sick about you.
そうだ。やっぱりきっと悪い夢なんだ。昼間に怖い話とか聞いちゃったし。
So, it really was just a nightmare then. Maybe that scary story this afternoon was just too much for me.
ともかく、もう大丈夫？
Are you feeling a little better now, at least?
はい。
そう、よかったわ。
That's good. The nurse smiled cheerfully and disappeared behind the partitioning curtain. Letting out a sigh, I laid myself down on the bed once more. It was dead silent. The rain must have let up. The only sound I heard was the occasional cough from the nurse, who was otherwise going about her business quietly.
あ、そういえばペンケース。
Oh wait, what about the pen case? I thrust my hands into my pockets, not really expecting to find it, but
ちゃんとある。
there it is. The pen case, complete with Tsukasa's pencil talisman inside, was present and accounted for. Which meant that
私、やっぱり教室には行ったんだ。
I made it to my classroom.
やっぱり夢じゃない。
Maybe it wasn't a dream after all.
おーい。
Hey,
あ、司くんおかえり。
oh Tsukasa, welcome back, eh? I was still trying to remember exact details about what happened when I unexpectedly felt something cold pressed against my chest. Cheek.
これって。
What are you?
お前うなされてただろ。汗もかいてたし喉乾いたんじゃないかなと思ってさ。ほらコーヒー牛乳。
You were sleeping pretty restlessly, you know, and sweating an awful lot, so I figured you might be thirsty. Here, it's coffee.
ありがとう。
Oh, thank you. Tsukasa went out of his way to buy this just for me? It was a lovely gesture. How could I possibly refuse?
お前さ明日というかもう今日か推薦の試験だろ。
Hey,
何時からだ？
hey, isn't tomorrow or I guess it's today now, but either way, don't you have an entrance exam to take? What time does it start?
9時。
At 9.
あと4時間か。
So, in 4 hours then. Oh, God.
無理だよ。今日は。
God, I don't even want to think about that right now, not after the day I just had. I've been put through hell on earth. Taking a test was the farthest thing from my mind. I was in tears, and I had no idea why. Maybe it was because I was so relieved, so glad to be alive.
よし。なあ、シシド。起きれるか？
Hey, Shishido, can you stand?
ちょうどいいから、お前にいいもの見せてやるよ。
The timing's just right, so I'm gonna show you something good.
いいもの？
Something good?
ああ、そうだな。むしろ、お前には見てほしいんだ。
So, yeah, or rather it's something I really want you to see if you're up for it. Sure, I guess. My nose was still running, but my heart felt a lot lighter. I no longer felt threatened by this school. I was so comfortable and safe.